can imagine how that conversation went with mom and dad. But anyway, I finished that degree and immediately decided to not use it and started selling insurance. And did that for a little while and realized that I hated that too. And I called my dad one day and I was telling him how much I hated it. And he was like, man, why don't you just quit? And I was like, because I don't feel like I can. And I debated it for a little bit. And then I found myself driving north on 75 headed to Lexington. And it was raining. I was in an old 99 4Runner. And came out from underneath an overpass and hit a puddle and hydroplaned. And as I was turning sideways, I realized that I was going 70 miles per hour and I didn't have a seatbelt on. And that was probably the end of my story. And that I had done absolutely nothing that I was proud of. I left nothing behind. And so in those moments, I realized that I was not ready to die. I closed my eyes and I let go of the steering wheel. I flipped 3 times across all 3 lanes. And whenever I opened my eyes, I was upside down in the passenger seat. The phone that was in my lap was 60 yards away. I had to crawl around looking for it after I finally kicked the door open. But I carried a King James Bible in the back. And I seldom read it, but it was the first thing that I saw whenever I kicked open the door. And if that's not a sign from God, then I don't know what is. And I felt like that was him saying, here's your second chance, what are you going to do with it? So I quit that job, put in my 2 weeks the next day, and moved back home, moved into my grandma's basement, and I started doing hyperrealism charcoal portraits for a living. And that was paying the bills, and in my free time I started going to open mic nights. And then not long after that, somebody said, what do you charge for a full set? And I said, whatever the hell you're paying. And that was back in February of 2022. And it has led me here to be with you fine folk today. So thank you so much for sitting here and listening. But in those few months where I didn't know what I was doing and kind of seemed like I was backtracking because I moved back home and I'd quit my job and I was making art in my grandma's basement for a living. There's a lot of uncertainty and anxiety that came along with that, and I've always felt things very deeply growing up and throughout my life, and I couldn't understand why I couldn't just be happy working a normal job. And so I sat down and I wrote this song, and it turns out that I'm this way. I feel feeling so deeply so that I can write songs, and it's a blessing and a curse. If you feel the same way, then you know what I'm talking about. But this song is called Fucked Up Brain. Sister tells me she misses that boy she grew up with being so goofy. But I am not a happy man. He must have died with my youth, or slipped right out of my hand. And I dread facing tomorrow, 'cause I've drank too much and the money I got, it is borrowed. Two nickels to rub together, and I'm so sick and tired of all this damn cold weather. And well, I'm praying for sunshine, can't take no more rain, and I've run out of people to place all this blame. And I don't know why God made me this plain, with a heart so fragile and a fucked up brain. running the race. And I'll tell you I'm winning when I know I'm losing my mind. And I've busted my knuckles, I've screamed at strangers, trying to figure out ways to deal with my anger this time. And I don't know why God made me this way, with a heart so fragile and a fucked up brain. And it'll break my mama's heart when she hears this song, but I promise you, mama, you didn't do nothing wrong. There's just something inside me that I cannot fix, but I'm trying my damnedest, and I promise you this. Well, I'm begging for sunshine, can't take no more pain, and up on these shoulders is the weight of this shame. And I don't know why God made me this way, with a heart so fragile and a fucked up brain. With a heart so fragile and a fucked up brain.